Srimad Charadavinda, His divine ki founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, the creation of fourth order, chapter 23. Maharaj Prithu is going back home, text number 35. Dhanyam yasasya mayusyam Suryam kalim malapaham Dharmartha kamam Samyak sedvem avipsuve Shraddhaya tadanusravyam Saturnam karanam param Dhanyam yasasya mayusyam Swargyam kali malapaham Dharmartha kama mokshanam Samyak siddhim avipsubhi Shraddhaya tadanusravyam Chaturna karanam param Dhanyam yasasya mayusyam Swargyam kali malapaham Dharmartha kama mokshanam Samyak siddhim avipsubhi Shraddhaya tadanusravyam Chaturna karanam param
Dhanyam yasasya mayusyam
Dhanyam yasasya mayusyam
Swargyam kali malapaham
Shuryam kali malapaham
Dharmartha kama mokshanam
Dharmartha kama mokshanam
Samyak siddhim avipsubhi
Samyak siddhim avipsubhi
Dharaya tadanusravyam Chatunam karanam param
Dhanyam yasasya mayusyam
Dhanyam saryasanusrayam
Swargam kali malapaham
Suryam kali malapaham Dharmartha kama mokshanam Samyak siddhir avipsusi Shraddhaya tadanusravyam Chatunam karanam param Dhanyam, the source of riches. Yasasyam, the if you chew the leaves of, you cannot find the same taste as a has. So it gets all the nutrients, and it with special process of photosynthesis, mango become ripen, and it become very juicy and sweet and tasty. So this book of Srimad Bhagavatam is considered to be the ripened fruit of all the Vedic knowledge. We have Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, and Aranyakas, so many different branches of Vedic knowledge. And every Vedas has Upavedas and Dharma Granthas. So many vast sources of knowledge in Vedic literatures. So, in the age of Kali, we do not have enough time to go through all these scriptures and study them and understand them. And it is almost impossible because of our present condition situation. We are not very smart. We do not know the language first. We do not know the Sanskrit language. Sanskrit language is very, very beautiful, very oldest, very complex, and very dynamic language. One small tiny word can carry the whole message of whole book within the Sanskrit word. So, in this age, it is not very possible to go through, study them, all the sandhis, everything, and find the way in our life. So that is why Vyasadev, out of mercy, karuna to the living being, who are desperately suffering in this world and want some way out in order to get out of this suffering condition, this Bhagavatam was composed. This is a natural commentary for Brahma Sutra. Is that Brahma Sutra? Brahma Sutra. Huh? Sorry, Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta Sutra is a narration, the conclusion of all the Vedic literatures. And Srimad Bhagavatam is comment to make more clear to Vedanta Sutra. This came as on to dispel all the darkness, all the confusions, all the misconceptions. So if you see Vedanta Sutra, the very first statement of Vedanta Sutra, it says, Janma dasya ataha. That's the very first sutra of Vedanta Sutra. Janma, Jigyasa after that. Yes, Athata Brahma Jigyasa, and then next is Janma dasya yataha. Janma means creation. Janma adi asya means creation, maintenance, and destruction is done by the Supreme Lord. So the action of creation, maintenance, and destruction is done by the Supreme Lord, is given one statement. Now in Srimad Bhagavatam, same thing is more elaborately explained. Janmadaseto anvayat itarathas chartesh abhigyasarat, beginning from the same statement from Vedanta Sutra. Janmadaseto anvayat itarathas. The creation, maintenance, and sustenance directly and indirectly is done by the Supreme Personality of God. Bhagavate Vasudevaya means I offer my respectful obeisances to the son of Vasudev. Vasudevaya, the Supreme Personality of God, who does creates this material world, who maintain and destroys directly and indirectly. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye Muyanti at Suraya. And he impart that divine knowledge of creation, because Krishna doesn't have to do everything by himself. He has multifarious energies so that he deploys some of his responsibilities to other qualified personalities. So he imparts this knowledge into the heart of Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma becomes secondary creator. Normally in the society, people understand Lord Brahmaji creates, but in order for Brahma to create this material world, whatever ingredients are required, Krishna provides that. So ultimately, if we see, Krishna is the primary creator. He is the cause of all causes. And he also uses demigods to maintain this material world, like sun. We are getting sunlight, heat, moonlight, rain, Indra, knowledge from Saraswati, riches from Lakshmiji. This way Surya means all the demigods. But demigods, even though Krishna uses them to maintain this material world, to supply the necessities for the living being, but even these demigods can be easily bewildered by the position of Sri Krishna. They cannot completely understand who Krishna is. That is the position of Krishna. He is the source of even great demigods. That is exactly Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Aham adirhi devanam. I am the original source of all the devatas, all the devas, all the demigods, all the rishis, all the munis, philosophers, all the great saintly people. Everyone, they are coming out from Sri Krishna. They are maintained and sustained by Krishna. And all the devotees we are here practicing Krishna consciousness, we are maintained and controlled by Sri Krishna. Imagine a city with a rule and regulation. There's a police department, there's a drinking water department, electricity department, revenue department, land department. They all control people. And there are some criminal department, they punish. If there is no rule and regulation, then can you imagine a city? It is not like a place to live. People do commit crime, they steal, they kill, they do all kind of things. That is why rules and regulations are for good people. Criminal people do not appreciate the Tucson city rules and regulations. So in the same way, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita is also establishing some principle, religious principle for living being, those who want to follow into the path of God, who want to develop their consciousness from animalistic thing to human being and then practice devotional service. So Krishna does all kind of thing, and he is the cause of all causes. Muyanti yat surya tejo bari mridam yatha vinimaya yatra trisargo mrisa. The creation of God, sometimes it seems like there is it seems like ulta palta. Meaning, we might see rain in the rain in the road sometime when we drive, mirage, right? Namna soina nirasta kuhakam, and then surat. There's a beautiful word in that first slokas of the surat. Surat means he's a samrat. He's like completely independent in himself. He is not depending at all on anybody else. So this is the position of Krishna. And here we are studying about Prithu Maharaj's life. The past few chapters were describing who Prithu Maharaj was and what did he do and what was his mission. So after hearing all that, Maitreya Rishi is like giving the conclusion, the result of studying this narration, hearing this narration, that you will find Dhanya Yasasyam Ayusyam Swargyam Kali Malapaham. You will get riches, you will get yash, you will get long life, you will get heavenly pleasure, and all the material contamination in this Kali Yuga will be eradicated, it will be washed away. So this is just to attract the common people that, hey, please come on and study about these glorious narrations of Prithu Maharaj. So your desire to be happy, to be long, to have a long life, to enjoy a heavenly planet, and to enjoy a rich, prosperous life can be fulfilled. He is indirectly attracting people to come and hear and study Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. This is not Maitreya Muni is not directly letting people know that if you study Bhagavatam, you become rich, you make a lot of money. That is not the primary goal of this statement. Prabhupada further explained that if one become a devotee, his all material desires naturally go away. Why? What is the reason that all the material desires go away when one practices Krishna consciousness? What could be the reason? Huh? Yayatma suprasidati. The soul become completely satisfied, very happy. In other words, in a technical term, we can say that once we come to Krishna consciousness, we get higher test. Higher test. Raso apsya raso barjam. In order to give up the lower test, if I have a drinking habit, I drink every day, and I am intoxicated, and then I start talking. I am so intoxicated. If I have something that intoxicates me more and gives me more pleasure, I'll give up this alcohol easily. If I have a little, very old, malfunctioning car, I am maintaining every month, paying so much money, driving somehow on the street. If somebody come and offer me, hey, here is a nice, brand new Tesla for you, would you accept it? Of course, sir. Thank you so much. Do I have to pay? No, it's a gift for you. Oh, okay. Thank you. And I accept it, and I drive a Tesla car, and I give up my old, humble, hardly maintained car. In a similar way, whatever pleasure we receive in this material world, these pleasures are achieved in the cost of heavy price. Material happiness or pleasure is not free and easy. One has to really struggle very hard, work very hard, and adjust so many things in our life. We have to compromise our so much immediate happiness and struggle, and there is no guarantee that we might be getting what we want. And we might get some kind of happiness at the end, but that only lasts for a while, just for a few minutes. One man who was working in a restaurant in India, and he had great desire to eat aloo paratha. And he had no money to eat aloo paratha. Working in a restaurant, he would hardly get some money, and he would maintain his family, and he would not afford royal aloo paratha from the restaurant. And he thought in his mind, one day I work so much, collect a lot of money, and then finally, if I have enough money, I will open my own restaurant, and every day I will enjoy aloo paratha. And he has a goal. He set up his goal in his mind. He worked very hard, and then he was able to collect enough money at some point, open his restaurant, and he went to the doctor. He got some sick, and doctor says, you have a diabetes, please stay away from potatoes and all the carbohydrates. No more aloo paratha. So this is what happened in material world when we struggle very hard to do something, to achieve something, and at the end we cannot enjoy anymore. We have to give up, leave, go away from this body. I have seen so many dying people, old people. They are having that desire, and they do not want to give their key of their treasure box to their family member. No, it is I have so much money inside, so I don't want to give it to you. They are holding so tight and they are dying. Yeah, I have seen that. We do not want to give up something that we have achieved with so hard labor. So Srimad Bhagavatam is teaching us, you are not supposed to live your life with that animalistic way, propensity. You are something else, different personality. You have a very highest connection to the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. And Sri Krishna is the cause, source of everything. Everything comes from Him. If you have your natural relationship with Him, you are eternally His part and parcel, but you have forgotten that secret. Why not you re-establish your relationship with Krishna and naturally be happy and enjoy all those opulences that he has? This is exactly the message of Srimad Bhagavatam, and we try to cultivate that relationship in a loving manner so that we establish our hidden and forgotten relationship with Krishna. Naturally. So Bhakti Yoga teaches us this secret science of narration. But in this world, people are after money, after better life, enjoyment, this all kind of things. They are running after that. But that is not the solution of life. That is not the solution of life. We are trying to become independent from God and wandering sometime in heavenly planets, sometime in earthly planets, sometime in lower planetary systems, and trying our best to enjoy. And we are not accepting spiritual teachers or guidance from qualified person. That is why Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the Guru, world, in a temple. People sometimes say, what is the need of going to temple? I can worship in my mind. I can do everything in my mind. I can do everything at my home. I can be independent on my own, and I do follow everything. So what is the need of going to temple? If we analyze deeply about why we are here in this world today, is because we were not following the guidance of Krishna at some point. We were kind of revolting Krishna's authority. We tried to enjoy separate from Krishna. And immediately being so kind and merciful, Krishna immediately placed us in this material world and let us practice our independence. So in order to bring us back to under some authority, these temples are opened all over the world, so that when we come to the temple, there is some authority, we follow somebody. Here we do not do whatever we want. We do not do whatever I like. We follow somebody. By doing so, we make a habit of following someone and learning and studying the principle of religious scriptures. And by following some guidance from someone and being under somebody, we surrender. And we will be qualified to go back home, back to God. If we remain independent and we start thinking, I can become my own guru, I can learn from my own experience, I can study the scripture on my own, there is no need for me to go to the temple and accept someone as my authority, as my guidance, as my instructor, then we keep remaining in this material world life after life. So when we accept some authority, okay, thank you so much for imparting this beautiful to us, and then we would like to hear more from you. We would like to have your association more and more. We would like to study this beautiful Vedanta and practice in our life, but under your guidance. This is the hidden secret of establishing so many temples all over the world, so that people stop straying away from God. In order to like a wild elephant, when a wild elephant is in the forest, he is very wild, he will destroy everything around, and somebody has to capture the wild elephant, and they have to train the wild elephant. They have to beat him so hard and train him, and finally the elephant is okay, is able to follow your instruction, so he can do your service. Same like that, we are so wild in our ideas, in our mind, in our thought, in our desires, so wild. We want to do so much in our life. We have no space for God at all. We think that, hey, God will come later when we become old and we go to Krishna and we pray. Sometimes we put some coin and then we pray. That's all is enough. And we keep doing everything else outside. But when we keep doing and doing and doing, and finally nothing comes as we desire, and our time come to die, and then we start lamenting, oh my God, if only I had started practicing this Krishna consciousness when I was 16 years old or 20 or in my early childhood, then I would not have to lament now. There was a beautiful story. One young sadhu, like this age, Kirtan Das, he was traveling, and then went to a businessman at some night to spend the night. Businessman was very happy to welcome a sadhu. He thought that sadhu can bless me, or if I welcome him, if I give him some donation, he might be very happy, and then he give me blessing, and my business will expand, and I become rich. And he asked the sadhu, Sadhuji, what happened? Why you have given up your family, beautiful family life? You could have enjoyed your life in so many ways. You could have done your own business and make a lot of money. Then you could really enjoy. And later on, after you have done with this material world, then you can become sadhus in your retire age, retire life. Why you have taken this process so early? And sadhu was that was not a surprise to a sadhu. This is what common people think, and he was asking some counter question to the businessman. What is your goal of life? What are you planning to do? Why are you doing business at this age and making so much money? What do you want to do? How much money you want to make in your life? Then he says that, oh yeah, I would like to do my business and then establish many businesses and then become like international businessman, millionaire, multimillionaire, open many branches all over the world. And sadhu was asking, then I become a big manager, travel and collect money and monitor, supervise my business, and cultivate and do so many other things. Then next, what you do? And by then I become little aged, and I will give the responsibility to my kids, to my family, and then I will retire. Then, and after I'm retired, I have been already enjoyed my life, and I go to ashram and do bhajan, do kirtan and chant and become devotee. And then sadhu says, this is what I'm doing already. Why do you wait so many years? I'm already doing that. Why not you do now? So it is better to do now and lament later. So wise people, wise man, wise intelligent people, it is said that in Kali Yuga, the wise and intelligent will follow the path set up by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who brought this Sankirtan Yajna in order to preach, in order to clean all this contamination of our heart and give us clear path in our life and give us the highest rasa prema, the madhurya prem ras, that not clear in Upanishads. Upanishad talks about prema, but it sounds like moksha only, liberation after this life and merge into the light of the Lord. But the clear message of all the Upanishads are prema. Those were hidden messages. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made it so clear and releasable and accessible and whatnot. He is making the Adam, the most fallen, as a great Mahatma, Mahajan, Mahabhagavat. That is the mission of International Society of Krishna Consciousness, uplifting ourselves from our falling, pitiable, miserable condition. But unintelligent people will not understand this great contribution of the society because they are completely absorbed in sense gratification and trying to be happy, struggling so hard in this material world, and they do have some kind of little bit of things, achievement, and they think, wow, my life is great. But that is just an illusion. It's not real. Mrityu sarva haraschaham. Krishna says that you have so much, but I'll take away everything in the form of death. Sarva hara means taking everything away from you. So better late than never. We can practice Krishna consciousness. You three are new people here today, first time. So grab a bead from our devotee here. What is bead? Can anybody sew bead? Yeah, sew your mala. Yeah. These beads are the divine beads by which we chant Hare Krishna mantra every day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then we can become always long life. Long life means when you realize that I am an eternal being, I never die, I never take birth, I am part and parcel of Krishna. Even though my body dies, I do not die. Then you become eternal. Knowledge cuts all our illusion. It doesn't matter how many years, how many lifetimes we remain under illusion. But once we have knowledge, at once that knowledge cut off. Like there is a big, dense, deep cave. That cave has never got light for many, many millions of lifetime. But once sunlight goes in, does it take like 3 years to 5 years to lighten that cave? That cave will be lightened within 1 second. So when you have knowledge, your ignorance is gone. Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki. This is confirmation from the deity inside. So I'm so glad that you came today, this morning. We are very happy. And this is a center, a training center. It's not like Puja, Path, Delhi, like Manbatti Agravati Center. It's like preaching center. You come here, you learn, and you go and you practice at home. Make your home as a temple. Any question, any comment? Thank you.
Nice class, as usual. I was wondering if you can speak a little bit on the importance of association with devotees and the detriment of associating with materialistic people.
Association is very important in both spiritual and material life. In material life, people want to associate with successful, rich people who has achieved something in their life, and by doing so, they can do do good in their career. And association is a key point in spiritual life. It's very, very important. It is in Hindi. It is said, "Jaisa sang waisa rang." You can mold your life with the association. Who do you associate with? So it is said that, "Tell me your friend, then I can tell who you are." So coming to temple, normally people take it as coming and asking something from God, and they do not care about what is going on in the temple. They do not talk to the devotees. They do not really try to understand what they are trying to preach, what are their scriptures telling. So unless we come and talk and meet with sadhus, devotees, and interact with them, listen from them, hear their experience, then we try to understand, oh, wow, yes. Just like iron rod, if you put it into the fire and heat for a while, that iron rod become very hot and red and try to act like a fire. So all the good qualities that a sadhu carries, they transform to you when we associate with sadhus. And the secret of all this knowledge can be easily revealed to you in your heart. That is the power of sadhu sangha. And very momentary, a very small, tiny moment of time with sadhu can bring a big change in our life. That's all the scriptures are focusing on this point. Sadhu sangha, sarva shastra kahe. All the shastras are telling that go and have association with sadhu, go and associate with sadhus. And lava matra means a very tiny fragment of time with sadhus Lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hai. All the perfection can come from a moment of association with sadhus. And the real meaning of sadhu sangha means to come and hear from them, to try to get from them, not to say hi, hello, how are you, good, are you fine, thank you. Don't ask such a silly questions with sadhus. Ask very meaningful question. Sadhuji, I am struggling so hard in my life in Tucson. I'm coming here as a student. I'm studying hard, but after doing everything, I never become happy. Why? Ask some gravity, very heavy, meaningful questions. Just like the sages were asking questions in Naimisaranya. Parikshit Maharaj, when he was dying, he has a few minutes left to leave his body, and his mother come and ask, my dear son, I know you are living, you have heard the whole Srimad Bhagavatam from Sukadeva Goswami. I was not able to attend that ceremony, that session. Could you please give me the conclusion of what you heard? She was not saying, my son, you are dying, I'm coming, I will miss you, I'm crying. Please, I want to protect you. No, she was not asking like that. So how are you? Are you okay? These are questions not for sadhus. Sadhus are okay, but what about you? Yeah, you should be intelligent and wise and ask a good, meaningful question and get answered. That is the meaning of real sadhu sangha. Did I explain well? Anybody else from new people? Anything in your mind, whatever this guru is saying something bad, let me counteract. Counter. Tell. Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
It's a little anecdote from Tamal Krishna Maharaj.
Okay.
So during the height of book distribution, and Prabhupada was, and so my godbrother Tripurari Maharaj, this is actually in the last year of Prabhupada's life, told Tamal Krishna Maharaj a question to ask Prabhupada. And so the question was, we're associating with people all day in the airports, and you know, we're sometimes to establish a relationship, we're shaking their hands. So is this, from shaking so many hands of people who are doing sinful activities, are we becoming, by association, are we also becoming sinful, even though we're doing book distribution? And Prabhupada immediately said, I hope not. Because, and then he explained more. He said, no, this is so auspicious. This is in the service of, he said, ordinarily, yeah, if you associate ordinarily like that. But this is a higher purpose. So Lord Chaitanya protects you from all that kind of sangha.
That is why,
superficial sangha.
that is why in Vedic culture we do not shake hand, we do namaste, we respect you, hello, Haribol, Prabhuji, Dhanavad.
But you
Shaking
can
hand
shake
is
a
getting
hand.
their energy back
But
to
for
us.
book distribution, you can do it.
We can do it. Yeah, in book distribution, devotees are more merciful. They are protected by Krishna at all time. When you are outside in Sankirtan, you are followed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself personally in invisible form. And every single act you perform is protected and guaranteed that you get unlimited benefit from that. Any question from you three? I want to hear from you. If you like, or give any comment or anything. Interaction, we're talking. It's not only information, but there should be some transformation. What did you learn? What did you get today? Because tell. And come every day, please.
It's great to listen your.
Yeah, speak in the mic so that your voice is recorded here.
It's great to listen your voice, the preaching. I came from Dallas. I used to go Dallas ISKCON Temple as well.
Oh, wow.
In every Sunday.
Very good.
Yeah, it's been just 1 month here. Yeah.
Make your life don't become Sunday devotee, become everyday devotee.
Yeah.
I suggest you. Every day, yes.
Yeah, I tried. I tried to be. And
Sunday is good, better than nothing, but try to be in touch with this knowledge every single day, because we have literature you can get and study at home every day.
Right.
Thank you so much. What about you, sir?
So like obviously I will have college. So every morning I want just I think 30 minutes I want to do meditation and so what kind of literature will you suggest like Bhagavad Gita?
Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, we have varieties of books that our Kirtaneswar Prabhu will let you know what books you can study every day. He is a college-going student and he wants to study every day 30 minutes in the morning. What book do you prefer?
Yeah, that's like like that can help me meditate and balance the work life and
Yes.
college life.
Two books that we like to get through. Three books. Bhagavad Gita, Christian book, and the Science of Self-Realization.
You know, Bhagavad Gita was
Yeah.
spoken in the middle of the battlefield. Arjuna was confused what to
Yeah.
do. He was fighting and there's no time to think. What am I supposed to do now? At this time, I'm confused. I'm going to fight with my people, all my relatives. Come on, Krishna, guide me. I'm in biggest dangerous position now. And Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, and he was pacified and he was doing his duty. So this will be a big help to you in your study.
Yeah.
What about you, sister? What is your name?
Seema?
Sima.
Yeah.
Sima means boundaries, right?
Yes.
Boundaries. You have no Sima, unlimited Sima.
Yeah.
What is your name? Your name? Sunil. You? Hari. Yes, see, Hari. Hari Ram, Hari Krishna. This is the culture of Nepal, India. All names are spiritual. Go ahead.
Really nice coming here. And actually, we were talking about Bhagavad Gita and literature just yesterday. Just
nice.
studying every day about Gita and learning more about it. So we just came here and it felt
Normally
nice.
people think, oh, we are from Nepal, we know Gita. But look at these American people studying Gita every day.
Yeah.
So you should learn from them. And then take your culture deeply, more seriously. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari. This is how we can please Prabhupada, bringing all these young adults in Krishna consciousness.